Rusty Quill presents.
Welcome to Ain't Slayed Nobody. This is an actual play podcast intended for adults and may contain material that some people find disturbing. Please see the episode notes for content warnings and listen with care. Hey y'all, this is Cup reminding you that we are on Patreon. We just completed our long-running World War II Cthulhu series, The Meat Trade with Scott Dorward, so that is all ready for you to binge. We're also doing early drops of all of our improv videos and our Cosmic Dark campaign with Graham Walmsley. That's amazing, so don't miss out. This is a great community and we'd love for you to join. Most of all, you're helping to support our show. You can sign up right now at patreon.com/ain'tslayed. That's patreon.com/ain'tslayed. Thank you.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, how to get 30, how to get 20, 20, 20, how to get 20, 20, how to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This summer, Instacart is bringing back your favorites from 1999 with prices from 1999. That means 90s prices on juice pouches that ought to be respected, 90s prices on box mac and cheese, and 90s prices on ham, cheese, and cracker lunches. Enjoy all those throwbacks and more at throwback prices. Only through Instacart. $4.72 maximum discount per $10 of eligible items. Limit 3 offers per order. Expires September 5th while supplies last. Discount based on CPI comparison.
Online education is convenient, but sometimes it can be lonely. Sometimes the extra help you need can only come from someone else. At American Public University, they make online education personalized, affordable, and memorable. With 24/7 mental health support available in multiple languages, access to career coaches who are industry professionals, and lifelong career services, you'll never feel alone on your path to success. APU, digital by nature, human by design. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
1, 2, 3, clap. Perfect. All right. There was no variation. It's good.
None whatsoever.
The sun is setting outside, casting a dim, cool light through the windows of Edward Carfax's well-furnished apartment. The scent of a delicious home-cooked meal wafts through the air as Edward puts the finishing touches on his signature dish. Ryan, can you tell us what Edward is preparing?
It's time for Eddie's Fast Beef Stew. The fastest beef stew in all of Brooklyn.
It takes 7 hours.
Oh, this is a good time for me to mention that we're playing in the 1920s. Not that beef stew is not a valid answer in the 1920s, but something about that reminded me.
That shows you how rich he is. He's eating beef in the 20s.
Is that served with fresh bread?
Yeah, obviously.
All right, so it smells great in here. And gathered around the table, the Carfax siblings find themselves glancing nervously at the darkening sky, as Jacob had mentioned concerns about a forecasted blizzard sweeping across the Northeast. As you all sit down to enjoy Edward's flavorful dish, the conversation turns to your upcoming car trip to Arkham to visit your parents in their new home for Christmas. Uncle Edward looks around the table at his niece Rose and nephews Jacob and Henry, sets down his glass, and let's have you asking them, Ryan. So, tell me what's been going on with all of you.
So first of all, I hope you all enjoyed the shallots in the stew. That's the secret, tell no one. But how's everyone doing? You know, it's been a long year, I know, but the holidays are such a nice time to gather together. Henry, what's been going on?
Oh, Uncle Eddie, I'm just, just trying to rub a couple coins together, if you know what I mean.
Sure, been there. Not recently, of course. Jacob, how are you faring?
Uncle Eddie, I'm just out here working as hard as I can. I'm out traveling, selling, making a ton of money, doing deals.
What are you selling, Jacob?
Family business, textiles.
Carfaxes.
Or Carfax. I'm selling Carfax. Checking on a 1996 Yugo.
It's 1922, so that's incredible.
I got a future goggle. I'm looking.
You're going places, kid. I've always believed in you. And sweet Rose, how are you?
I'm good. As you know, I've always been captivated by the intricacies of the human body. But because of
you bring it up every dinner.
But because of my petite stature and aversion to livestock, I'm enrolled in the NYU School of Medicine.
Rose, if I didn't know any better, I feel like you would just read in the back of a character sheet or something.
Yeah, Rose, you working on your elevator pitch?
And I'm the only sibling who doesn't have this weird accent. But I learned that in med school.
You have to sound like a Kennedy to play this game.
I hope it wasn't insensitive of me to serve my famous beef stew, considering your livestock concerns. I apologize, Rose, if that threw you off.
I'm good if it's dead. I just don't want to treat the live ones.
That's good. So as we're positioned behind this table looking at everyone, maybe it's like one of those circle shots, right? We're going around the table. Can you describe your characters physically? What do they look like? Or if they have any interesting quirks or mannerisms? We should probably start with a host.
Edward's defining features are that he's barrel-chested. He is the definition of that term. He uses that physique at this point no longer to box, but to fill out sweaters. Just looks so nice in a sweater.
Just resplendent in a sweater.
It's amazing. He's completely bald, but he does have really fetching mutton chops, which is a little off-putting, if not for how nice he looks in the sweater. You don't even care about how dumb the mutton chops look, really. He's still involved in the boxing game, but now as a teacher and a trainer, no longer as an active pugilist.
Wonderful. All right. How about Henry? What are we looking at here?
He's kind of the opposite. He's small and he's wiry. He's all street smarts and he's young. He's growing just the worst pube stash you've ever seen in your life, but he's really proud of it. He's wearing, apparently his treasured possession is a straw boater hat, which that's some dumb shit to wear, but we're absolutely wearing it. There's no way we're not going with that.
It looks great. It
doesn't, though. It just doesn't. It's a stash and the hat. He looks like he sings alto in a barbershop quartet.
Mm-hmm.
You're describing a 20s pervert, I think.
He's absolutely, that's what he is.
I felt like you were looking at my video square when you described his mustache. Mm-hmm. Very good. And how about Jacob?
Jacob's the eldest. He's 33. You're going to look at him and you're going to think he's auditioning for Wyatt Earp. He's got like some kind of 3-piece suit on. It's a little bit tailored. He's got a mustache that is very, very neatly combed. It is not a pube stash. This is full, thick Trebeckian shit. You're looking at a nice stash on this fella. He has coiffed his hair. It is slicked and parted. There's some pomade in there. He's a businessman. He does business, man. He started at the bottom of the Carfax family empire and has worked his way into sales. And what you'll notice about him is he kind of he's got kind of a nervous itch, like he's a little bit anxious. Like, so he'll like scratch his shoulder every now and then and just kind of like look away and spin off.
Alex, I'm going to need you, like the rest of us, to describe Rose's facial hair in great detail.
We already know about Rose's admiration of the human form and aversion to livestock.
The intricacies,
of the human body.
Rose, top 3 intricacies, go.
Is there anything else you can tell us about Rose? What she looks like, what she does?
Sure. Well, it's the 20s, so she's got like the finger wave hair going on. If you don't know what that is, Google it. You can easily get it with like a 1-inch barrel curling iron, but it's, that's irrelevant. But it's like, the Gatsby, like close to the head, short bob, if you will. She looks very sassy in her photo. She's petite. I'm going to say 5-0, just because I feel comfortable playing a role that way. I don't know. She's going to be a doctor, and she really wants to please her family. Because girls can't be doctors, but she's gonna.
She's an American Girl doll that you've described.
Basically, yeah.
So the meal continues, and the scintillating conversation eventually winds down with the realization that you'd better get on the road before the bad weather comes. And I'd like to cut ahead to later in the evening. Despite Edward's racing against the impending snowstorm on your way northeast, the blizzard has finally caught up to you in full force. Night has fallen. It's casting a darkness that stands in stark contrast to the relentless cascade of snow. Conditions on the blanketed road force your speed down to a virtual crawl, allowing your headlamps to cut through the swirling whiteout. The only thing now that's certain is that the weather behind you is worse than what engulfs you, driving you onward. Without warning, something dashes into the path of your car.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow.
A ghostly figure emerges from the blizzard, as if materializing from thin air. As you swerve and brake to avoid hitting it, you realize the figure is a woman. Snowflakes cling to her hair and frost covers her face, her eyes wide and her mouth open in a scream.
Holy shit, it is Gwyneth Paltrow.
It is Gwyneth Paltrow.
Ryan, I need Edward to make a drive auto roll.
Okay. I got a hard success.
All right, you swerve your car and it goes into a skid, but you're able to keep it on the road. You felt like you may have just clipped the woman, and the sudden swerve kind of causes you to almost go in the ditch on the left side, but you're able to stay on the path of this snow-covered road. As you look behind you in your mirror, this cascade of snow is making it hard to tell what exactly happened to the woman. But the good news is you regain control of your car.
Oh my God. Did you all see that?
That was crazy.
Did you hit her?
The hell was wrong with that lady?
I don't know if I hit her.
Is she dead?
I'm not the aspiring doctor here.
I'll check.
Are we still driving or are we stopped?
That's up to Edward. On the hard success, he can keep going.
Stop the car. Maybe we should go back and check.
We can stop, but we can't stop for long.
All right, Henry's going to jump right out of the car and just yell back there, "Hey, what the hell are you doing, you crazy bitch? We're driving here."
Get back in the car.
So I think because you jumped out of the car, Henry, you are going to see a woman lying in the snow. She's clearly underdressed for this weather. She's kind of lying on the side of the road. She's moving, though. She's moving.
Hey, Rose, go appreciate the human form for us.
Oh, God.
She's unconscious, right?
Well, she's moving, so she's probably conscious.
Okay. I'm going to apply the skills that I've learned in med school. Are you alive?
That's the first thing they teach in med school.
You learned that on day 1.
I think since Rose is approaching the woman, and we'll assume you are all pretty well dressed, you knew this snowstorm was coming, but this woman is not. You can see, Rose, that this woman is thin, slightly gaunt looking. She's got dark hair. She's not even wearing a knit cap for this weather.
What?
As you really kind of stand over her, you'll see she has these wide, pale gray, almost colorless eyes. And she looks like she's in shock. She's shivering from the cold and probably the fear of Edward's vehicle ramming into her. Well, I said it clipped her. It didn't ram into her.
Yeah, clipped.
Sorry.
As a doctor in training, the first thing you'll notice is that it's dangerously cold for this woman to be out here dressed like this. And you could assess her injuries from the auto accident as well, if you'd like.
I would. Do I roll for that?
Yeah, give me a first aid or medicine roll.
All right, tell me how to do this.
Oh, I see it. Medicine is under languages.
Got it.
It's the language of the human body.
But you're good at medicine, so that's probably what you'll roll.
Not a great doctor.
Oh, failure.
You know what they call the person that graduated with a 2.0 from med school? Doctor.
You'll see just kind of the basics then, unless you'd like to push the roll or spend luck on that.
Oh, I'm not making that mistake again. I never do well when I push the roll.
So this woman's in shock. She looks semi-conscious, which is probably what a med student who doesn't know what's going on would term it. Borderline suffering from exposure. She's not dressed for the snow, like I said. She's soaked to her skin. Her clothes are torn, and she has a livid bruise on her forehead. She's not carrying any identification or jewelry because you're obviously rifling through her pockets. And yeah, that's about it. She's mumbling to herself. Just panic.
If we can't help her out here, we can't leave her. We got to take her with us, right?
Are you guys going to get back in the car?
Where are we from? Is there room for us to put another person in this car?
Yeah, there's just 4 of you. Yeah.
Sorry.
The dogs are coming. We got to get out of here.
You also have a trunk. Just load her into the boot.
Oh my gosh.
I was going to say the trunk.
It's early in the adventure to start stuffing bodies into trunks.
Throw her in the trunk. Let's go.
Here, give her, I have like 7 old sweaters that I keep in the car. So give her one of those. That'll keep her warm.
They're all for different universities.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I have a knit cap because she needs a knit cap.
Yeah, you can try to dress her a little bit. That's fine.
I'm absolutely not giving her my hat.
Oh, no, your hat's a fashion statement.
Oh, Jacob's going to offer a scarf.
Nice.
He feels bad.
Hey, Edward, you're very burly in your sweaters. You mind picking this girl up?
Yeah, no, I'll do it. That's fine.
Yeah, so you can load her into probably the back seat with, Henry and Jacob. And all of you could, now that there's kind of a urgent situation, I think, Edward, you're going to notice that you clipped this woman, but it doesn't seem to be the most concerning thing about what's going on. So maybe that's a relief. Maybe she won't even remember that you hit her with a car. And I think that I'll ask for a no roll or an education roll from all of you at this point.
That's a success for Henry?
Edward failed.
God damn it. You ever have one of those fucking days?
Oh, wow, Rose. 2 hard successes.
Good.
Who got them?
Rose and Jacob.
So on your hard successes, Jacob and Rose, you're going to know from maybe even from when you were helping your parents move to Arkham, you're going to remember this area. You're going to see a snow-covered sign that looks familiar to you, and you know that there's a gas station and a cafe about half a mile up the road.
Love that for me.
Oh, I could use a snack.
Thank God I went to medical school so I could know where the gas station is.
That's what you get.
No, that's great.
Of course, Alex's character knows where the Waffle House is.
So, what do we do?
You know, there's that gas station up the road.
Yes, of course. I remember.
We could take her there and see if there's anybody that could take care of her.
At the gas station?
It's either leave her at the gas station or leave her here in the cold. Let's go ahead and drop her off at this place and let's get moving. I don't want to get stuck in this thing.
Yeah, they might have first aid or something. We can't do much in the car.
She can step into a Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe some chicken on a stick. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what this gas station food's like.
Yeah, that's why I want to go. You know me. This is what I want.
So you're driving off toward the gas station, Edward?
Yes.
All right. And of course, you're driving at a crawl. There's some snow lightning happening outside. You're just getting these kind of flashes of blue-white in the air. Give me power rolls. Not Edward. Edward, you're focused on the road.
Yeah, 10 and 2.
I got a success, a 69.
Nice.
I failed it. Because of course I did.
Extreme success.
You know, with your medical training, you realize this is just lightning.
Yeah.
Only Jacob, as you're kind of gazing out the window in the back seat, You just get this creepy feeling of being watched. Obviously the conditions are dreadful and getting worse. Searching the surroundings, you're not seeing anything useful other than that sign that you recognize for the gas station. But every time that snow lightning flashes, you just have this, it's like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, which actually look better than Henry's mustache hairs.
You guys feel a little weird?
Well, yeah, we just hit a woman.
And now she's sitting in the back of the car next to me. I'm feeling very weird about this.
And there's snow lightning.
Hey, lady, are you feeling weird? You just got hit by a car.
And you're barely dressed.
Yeah, and I think when you start talking to her, that snow lightning just makes her jump. And she goes, Grandpa.
Football practice.
Grandpa. Where am I?
Look, you got hit by an Oldsmobile. We are taking you to a gas station, and we are moving on with our day.
An Oldsmobile?
Not this Oldsmobile, though. A different
one.
With the same dent in the right rear fender.
What, a hospital?
Gas station.
Yeah, gas station.
Yeah, yep. Thankfully, we live in a time where the distinction between the two is very minimal.
She's like pressing into the back seat now, like cowering away from the windows. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Oh boy.
I'm not crazy.
That remains to be seen, ma'am.
We don't judge.
I judge a little.
She's shivering beneath the Michigan State sweater that she's wearing. And
is this a home field SpawnCon thing?
It is now. And she just looks terrified. Absolutely terrified. Yeah. But the gas station's right up the road on the left.
Okay, cool.
Cool, yeah.
You can pull up to the Orchard Run gas station, and the setup here is a modern but modest affair. It looks like these places have probably been open for no more than a couple of years. It's a single pump gas station with a wooden framed office and a parking garage set back from the road. And there's a small diner that's been built.
Are there any other cars at this establishment right now?
There's a Ford Roadster parked out in front of the cafe, and another older Packard lodged by the gas station office. There is a four-wheeled flatbed cattle truck, sorry, Rose, that's been slewed across the road at an angle where clearly it's skidded to a halt in the snow, but it's seemingly abandoned. Its driver's cab doors left open. You know, snow is just like falling into the cab there. The truck almost, but not quite, blocks the road. So you could potentially pass this truck. Its wheels are sinking into the mounting snow.
Does it look like there's lights on in the diner?
It does. Yeah, you can actually spot people through the window. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The front window's there.
Okay, Henry's going to hop out and run into the diner.
Okay.
And he's going to come in and say, hey, we got a hurt lady out here. Does anybody, can we call, is an ambulance an extant thing right now? I think it might be.
Call the medical horse.
So you walk in and you'll see that there's one young woman staring at you from a corner booth, kind of looking back toward the door when you walk in. Everyone else is gathered around a man. It almost looks like they're questioning him or listening to him tell a story. No one really acknowledges you when you walk in. You get kind of a backward glance from an elderly man when you ask for an ambulance, but they're focusing on this man who now you see is clearly shaken up. The old man turns back his attention to the guy who's shaken up. A younger gentleman, like a middle-aged guy, he turns toward you and he says, only phone's in the office. Just give us a minute here, sir.
In the office?
Yeah, it's in the office, yeah.
Wait, so the office is over in the gas station?
It's detached, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going over there because at this point my character doesn't know he's going to die here.
And what are Jacob and the gang doing?
I think Jacob's now getting out of the car when he sees Henry walking back and is going to ask, hey, where you going?
Phone's in the office.
What's going on in there?
I don't know. They're having some sort of, I don't know, seance or something.
Okay, you take care of the phone. I'm going to go figure that out. And then Jacob goes and walks to the diner.
I'll go in the diner.
Are you coming with me? All right.
Why not?
Edward's staying in the car to keep the car running, first of all, and because that's where we have this woman.
Henry, as you turn to go to the door, that guy's going to say, wait, hold up. Office is locked. Could you just give us a minute here? You said what, you cut yourself or something?
No, we got a lady got hit by a car.
Clipped.
Clipped by a car.
A different car.
I'm trying to use that police passive voice, you know. A lady was involved in a car hitting incident.
A car came into contact with a woman.
Jesus Christ, did you get the plate? Did you get the license plate?
You know, we didn't. I can tell you honestly, I don't know what the plate is on the car.
He looks out the front window of the diner and says, is that car there?
No. It had to have been a different one. I don't know.
It looks like one of the headlamps is busted.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's shit at maintaining that car. I've been telling him. Can I get that key? Is it on a hubcap or something?
Hey, well, I'll walk you over there. I can walk you over there.
Thanks. Name's Henry.
Jake. He's talking to the guy, the shaking guy now.
Good to meet you, Jake.
Oh, no, I'm not Jake. Sorry, Sam Keelum. Sam Keelum. Nice to meet you, Henry. And then he's talking to the other guy and says, Jake, stay calm, man. All right, I'm going to go let this idiot into the office. And then I'll be back. We'll take care of you. If they're calling for help, we'll get help for you too, okay? The guy they're talking to, he's got this bushy beard and a thick, pink, fleshy face. And he's just like sweating buckets sitting in the middle of the diner.
Are you subtweeting me?
An elderly couple. And as Jacob and Rose are walking into the diner, you're going to see this scene as well. The guy who's sitting there, he's going to be just going repeatedly, dead light, dead light. I swear to God, it's a fucking dead light. And he's just panicked. And they're like, the elderly woman's kind of like rubbing the back of his hand, trying to calm him down. And the elderly gentleman's like, dead light? What are you talking about, Jake?
Can I have a conversation with the old man?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
This is mostly for audio purposes. He doesn't have anything to ask him.
Tell me everything about your life, starting from the beginning.
Where'd you grow up?
Hey there. Sure, I didn't see you there. My name's Teddy Brewer.
Hey, Teddy, what's going on in here?
Well, there's a bad snowstorm going on out there tonight.
Yeah, you hear anything about how long that's going to last?
Well, probably the whole night, the way things go around here. Well, me and Winnie was trying to have some coffee and pie. Yeah, she makes the best apple pie in town, but sometimes you like to have somebody else's pie, you know what I mean? And
I don't. Go on about that. Tell me more about that, specifically. What kind of pie are you talking about? You talking about apple?
Well, there's so much dang snow out there. It's like the angels must have dandruff, And little Jake came in, and Jake's got to be in his 40s. Little Jake came in here crying about some light, some devil light.
Devil light?
Dead light. It's a dead light.
Dead light? Kid, what are you talking about?
Anyway, the pie's here. They got rhubarb pie and they got some cherry pie, He nudges you in the ribs.
You talking about pies again? You old coot?
You know how it is.
Uh-huh.
So they're just all kind of circling this guy. I think that at this point, I'd like all of you to make a luck roll.
Okay. Oh, I succeeded. Holy shit.
I succeeded as well.
Yay.
Oh, it's 3.
Yeah, let's say Rose needs to tinkle. It's been a long journey.
This is a luck roll I make on every road trip.
Maybe you had some wine with that beef stew that was so delicious.
You have 300 words prepared for why this woman needs to pee, right?
I'm reading a paragraph about peeing right now. Well, you know the body, right, Rose? Yeah, you gotta urinate sometimes. Yeah, evacuate your bladder.
I'm captivated by the intricacies of the bladder.
All right, so Rose and Jacob, you're inside. Henry, are you waiting for Sam or are you doing something else?
I am impatiently waiting for Sam. I'm making it very clear that I would like to get this show on the road.
I'm keeping one eye on her, but as long as she seems fine in the car, I'm going to go ahead and turn the car off, and I want to check out the abandoned truck and just figure out.
You can't leave the heat on for her?
Come on. What am I made of? Petroleum?
You throw her a Maryland sweater. You're like, double it up. So you walk over to the truck. What are you looking for in the truck? There's no sign of anybody in here. You could give me a spot hidden just to kind of size up the cab.
Hard success.
Okay, I think on that, you're kind of looking into the cab of this truck, trying to figure out what happened. And then you're looking back through the large glass pane on the front of this diner. And you see all this commotion around this guy in a trucker hat. You're like, okay, clearly like this guy ran out of the truck and into the diner. But there's no like clear reason. His truck's kind of off to the side in this snow. Maybe he skidded out or something. But clearly he's rattled inside the diner about something. Maybe he hit a woman too.
Listen,
it happens.
Let he who has not. What about his cargo load? Is it full of cows? Is it like what's the deal here?
No, it looks like he's dropped off already.
Okay.
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, that would have been a good stampede for Rose on her way to the shitter.
I think the only other thing I want to figure out here is how passable it seems if I wanted to drive around the truck at this point.
Okay, yeah, so it's getting worse all the time. So I think we'd really be putting your drive auto skills to the test. But it's possible. You think you have a better chance of going forward than going back the way you came, which is probably a good thing.
Okay.
And I do think, too, since you got a hard success, you're just going to see a flash of that snow lightning.
I don't like it here.
But you're going to see a flash that it lingers a little too long. And it just is a bit unsettling, the way that it illuminates the treetops. It's like an iridescent sheen across the trees as the lightning flickers.
It's fine.
It's all good. Yeah.
Edward pulls on an extra 2-lane Green Wave sweater against the cold.
For luck. I think I'm going to go inside the diner and try to figure out what's going on because I'm just sitting out here with this woman and she needs something.
Yeah. So you turn around and she's right there.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a Terp fan if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Go Terps.
Yeah.
She's right. She's right there staring at you with these wide...
Oh, close talker, eh?
wide gray eyes. Grandpa.
No, listen, I may not have hair, but I am not that old.
You gotta help. I need help.
Okay, we're gonna help you.
Yeah.
Let's get you inside the diner. We'll get you some coffee. We'll get you warmed up. I hear they have seasonally confusing pies.
They're frozen pies. Yeah, so you could lead her into the diner. That would be fine.
Okay.
And as you walk inside the diner, you'll notice that she exchanges a look with another girl who's probably about her age. It looks like she's a waitress here. And she's just kind of sitting in the back corner while everything else is kind of unfolding here in the diner. You'll see the same thing that Henry, Jacob, and Rose saw with this guy who's shaken up just like, deadlight, that's the deadlight.
Can I call the waitress over?
Sure. Are you going to get a table and call her over? Or are you just looking to chat?
Yeah, let me get a table for the two of us and call her over.
Okay, yeah. So you're seated with this woman in a booth, and you kind of flag down the waitress. You see she's kind of sighs heavily. and gets up and walks over slowly to your table here. She has a name tag on that says Mary.
Hi. So sorry to bother you, but as you can see, this, like, what do you got? Chicken soup? Grilled anything warm that you could bring over would just be lovely.
We got pie.
Do you have tea or hot water even?
I could probably get you some hot water.
That would be, if you could just bring some hot water, that would be a great start, Mary. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, maybe like 5 minutes.
If we could make it 2, that would be amazing. I know it's a busy night.
We don't have a microwave, you know. As she walks back to the kitchen area, she looks back at the scene with Jake, as you didn't hear him called Jake, but as that guy that everyone's tending to is still muttering on. And Sam's like, all right, there's clearly nothing we can do here. All right, sir, you wanted to use the phone?
No, yeah, normally when I say let's call an ambulance, it's fine to wait 20 or 30 minutes.
All right. Which one of you is hurt? Maybe I can help you out. I'm the manager.
This one over here. If you can give me the key, I'll go make the call. You can, I don't know, tend to her.
Amelia? Amelia? What happened? And she just looks up at him with blank eyes, like, Grandpa?
Okay, we're good here, guys. They know each other. I think we can go on.
I think you're right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Rose, you are about to pee yourself. I just wanted to put it out there.
God damn it.
I thought I went to the bathroom.
That's going to be a constitution roll.
Well, the water closet is the water closet's outside, kind of around the gas station.
Okay.
Teddy, the pie man, the old man, he's gonna say,
Teddy the pie man.
he's gonna say, I really need to use the bathroom, Winnie. I'll be right back. Just make sure Jake stays calm and doesn't go anywhere. Okay?
Oh, Jesus.
How about you go find a tree, old man? My sister's got to use the facilities.
Oh, well, or maybe we could go.
Absolutely not. Do not finish that.
Finish that sentence.
Well, maybe we could, you know, with what Jake's talking about, I think maybe we could look out for each other, and you use it first, and then I'll use. Okay, yeah, you just go ahead by yourself then.
Thank you.
I shouldn't have made him creepy. That was a mistake.
I think no matter what, if you say, hey, if a stranger says, let's go pee together.
Listen.
We'll look out for each other in the bathroom. Yeah.
You know, I got weak stream anyway. I could probably just hold it and maybe get a little trickle in my pants.
What is happening?
That's actually written in the scenario.
Rose, I think everything here has been a red herring, and your job is to diagnose this man's UTI.
Anyway, oh, sorry. Who am I? Oh, this is going to be Sam, the manager, talking to Henry. Yeah, so you want to go use the phone?
Yes, I want to use the phone.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. These people are fucking nutcases anyway tonight. All right, let's get over there. So Sam will walk you over to the office.
I'm going to call an ambulance. There's some weird shit going on.
So you two walk outside, and you'll notice that the storm is intensifying, and you're getting a lot of that snow lightning, kind of flashing through the clouds. And he's going to take out a key. His hand's shaking, but it's freezing cold out here. And he's gonna unlock the door to the office and let you inside. He'll walk in with you, and he'll kind of point out the phone and say, yeah, do you mind telling him we got some other problems going on at the diner too? Jake, tell him Jake Burns saw something in the woods and it made him crash his car or something. I don't know, but he's acting out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, no problem. We'll do.
We'll probably send him upstate, you know?
Yeah, maybe they should. It seems like the lot of us ought to go up there.
Yeah, do you need to take a piss?
I'm good. I don't know why everybody's being like this.
Well, I got the key and they're both on the same chain. So while we're out here, I thought maybe we could save ourselves
I'm going to go ahead and make this phone call I've been trying to make for like 30 minutes now.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you need to take a piss, that's fine. I'll be right here.
Yeah, he just kind of wanders off back toward the door while you make your phone call. You pick up the receiver and the line's dead.
God damn it.
Of course.
I mean, the snow's probably weighing down the lines, you know.
Hey, Sam, you ever have problems with this phone? There's no signal on this line. Sam, are you still in this room? I forget.
He has left the office. You don't see him in here anymore.
I'm going to do the classic thing where you click the thing up and down, see if I can get a signal. Nothing?
No. There's no operator. Yeah.
All right. I'm going back out to find Sam, figure out what the hell's wrong with this phone.
Yeah, so as you're walking back toward the office door, you're going to see this strange light filtering in under the crack in the door. It's just this white and blue light spilling in, and the pattern of light, it's almost like it's reaching across the floor in tendrils. It looks very strange. And then you hear like this little whoop, and there's nothing.
And can I open the door?
Yeah, you can. You're not locked in here.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you see, it's just like this impression that's been burned out in the snow. It's just this kind of gray, ashy depression in the snowbank outside.
Hey, Sam, you out here?
Yeah, nothing.
This fucking place. All right, I'm going back to the diner. When I walk in, I'm going to say, hey, I think we ought to just go ahead and get the fuck out of here right now. We're going to get stuck in this snow. Edward, we need to get your car moving or we're going to be...
Is the ambulance coming? What happened?
There's no signal. They know this woman. Let's just go ahead and get going.
Jesus. All right, well, where's your sister?
I don't know. You tell me. Was she with her water closet buddy? We use the buddy system around here.
Do you mind if I use the bathroom first? It's just taking a while for you to get moving.
Buddy, if you want, I'll go get you a pot from the kitchen. You can piss in that. Will that help?
I'd rather use the water closet, but, whatever makes you feel good.
But you bust in there on my sister, I'm going to crack you across the face.
And I will say, you probably have the keys now, Henry. They were left in the door.
Yes, I absolutely took the keys. I own this diner now.
The waitress is going to come back with that hot water for Edward and Amelia. She brought one cup. I think she might have missed the signal there.
That's fine.
Yeah, but she brings one mug of hot water and sets that down and says, I think they're right. I think you best be going. This is, we can handle our own business here. It's going to be okay.
See, finally, somebody's talking some sense.
Yeah. Just get out before the storm gets too bad,
Do you know this woman?
Yeah, it's Amelia. She's from around here. Yeah.
Where is she from?
What's going on with her?
She keeps asking about her grandfather. Who's her grandfather?
Give me a psychology roll as she's reacting to this in an interesting way.
Failure.
She tenses up a little bit and says, he lives around here, got a little cottage. You probably heard of it. What's it called? That's what she says in character. The orchard. No, that can't be it. The Green Apple Acre Cottage. It's half mile up, but
Why would I have heard of a cottage?
Are you not from around here, sir?
No, we're just passing through. We're trying to get this woman some help. Most of you don't seem very interested in her at all, despite her obvious state of distress.
You look like Orchard Run folk. Sorry for the mistake.
What does that mean?
No, she's okay. It looks like she just got a little spooked by the blizzard. I think I'll sit with her. Would that make you feel better? I'll sit with her.
I think it would.
Okay.
And what's the Jake? Was that his name?
Yeah. He said there was a dead light that drove him off the road.
Which way was he coming from?
He was coming from the southwest, coming from down, New York way.
Okay.
There's a lot of things in between there, but.
All right.
You came from Maryland with Amelia? What happened here?
It's not important at this point.
Okay.
I think I need to just get the rest of my family, and we probably need to get a move on.
Oh, your family. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, at this point, Henry has flipped out a little notebook and a pencil.
Okay.
And he's asking Jake about this deadlight.
Oh, nice. Okay. What are you going to ask him?
He's like, hey, tell me more about this deadlight. I write for some rags and they might get a kick out of this.
He looks at you and you say deadlight and he's like, you know it. You know the deadlight. Who the fuck are you? The deadlight brought you here?
You said deadlight, my man.
That was so Mark Wahlberg. Sorry.
What are you doing saying deadlight all the time? What's fucking wrong with you?
No, I see it in your eyes. You're the deadlight. You got the fucking light in your eyes.
You're saying I got the deadlight.
You got the deadlight. Get the fuck away from me. Go back where you came from.
Buddy, I can make you famous.
That's what I say every time I do interviews too.
Is this a Boogie Nights thing?
To continue the Mark Wahlberg.
You want to be water closet buddies or what? What are you doing?
I think at that moment when he's kind of staring at Henry and accusing you of having the deadlight in your eyes, you're going to hear a scream, and all of you hear this. You hear a scream from the woods. It's a man's scream, but it's shrill and it's distant.
Can I do a quick head count? Are we missing anyone that I was aware of?
Just Sam.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Sam was a real pain in my ass. So
yeah, no, I get that.
Anybody here with someone else we didn't know about? Anyone?
No, there's no one else. There's no one else here. That's the Mary from Edward's table looks back and says that.
What did everybody else in the diner do when that scream happened? What was their reaction?
Their eyes got wide. They tensed up.
Okay.
And Jake kind of like freaked out a little bit, as he's been wont to do.
Okay.
Is that the deadlight?
Yeah, of course that's the fucking deadlight. Be quiet. I think it can hear us. The fucking thing can go through walls. Shit. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Has Rose peed yet?
Yeah, has anybody seen Rose?
I'm just hanging out in the water closet.
Now, did Rose want to pee? What's Rose's situation?
She hasn't been peeing?
What? I thought I'd been in there for 20 minutes.
No, I don't think so.
This is how you know it's a road trip, because you're like, what do you mean you didn't fucking pee?
Henry's got the key to the water closet.
What?
You know?
Okay.
The older woman who's with that gentleman, Teddy, the pie guy, is going to walk over to you, Rose, and say, I'm sorry you came here on such a strange night, young miss. I hope we'll be able to leave soon. The storm seems so terrible out there. Can I get you anything? I don't work here, but I know my way around. If you know what I mean. Do you think we should call the police?
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually. We probably could be out here a lot quicker.
Listen, we can't call the police. I just went back there. The phone's not working. Sam is gone. I don't even know where he went.
Well, I have to pee.
Well, we got a car. Can we just go? And you could pee outside?
That's what I'm thinking.
Rose, can you please use the bathroom so we can get moving at this point?
Been trying.
Rose, can I just get you like a wide mouth Gatorade bottle or something?
So I think if you are all kind of heading out of the diner, Amelia's going to grab your wrist, Edward, as you get up from this booth, and she's going to say, we have to help my grandfather.
Who is your grandfather? Where is he? Is he here?
Do you know him? Dr. Webb. Yeah, Dr. Webb. He's not here. He's at the cottage.
The Green Apple Cottage?
It's quite famous.
What is he a doctor of?
He's a general practitioner.
Thank God you didn't say English lit. Amelia, I'm sure he's fine if he's in the cottage. He's safe from the storm and...
No, he's sick. He was sick. He was dying when I left. That's right.
Why did you leave?
I'm trying to remember. He was dying. No, he's in trouble. We need to go. She grabs you like really aggressively now with both hands. She's grabbing your forearm and pulling you. We've got to go. You've got to help me save him.
Christ.
And you all see this, like she's panicked, like grabbing your uncle.
Amelia, I want to help you, but the storm is coming. I'm not even sure if we can get to him right now.
No, it's like a half mile. We can do it. You've got a car.
I think the best thing you can do is to stay here until the storm is over, and then it'll be fine. I think you've had a very bad fall, and you're not thinking straight.
Now we're just gaslighting this woman.
I can let you in. You can stay there. I'm sure you can stay there. It's a big cottage. There's cots.
We have a place we're trying to get to. That's very kind of you to offer, but we don't need shelter. We just don't.
Where are you going? You'll never get there. You'll never get there. It's too far. Look at the weather. Listen,
Amelia, I understand that narratively it's important for you to get me to this cottage.
Henry's going to dangle those keys and say, Rose, do you need to go pee so we can get out of here?
Are you joking? Have I still not?
I don't know. No one will let you pee unless apparently I let you in.
Is there a roll I can do for this? Can I please roll for peeing?
Yeah, I think at this point she should have to roll.
Yeah, give me a Constitution roll.
Spin luck.
No, I'm so glad that she failed that.
7 points of luck to pee.
Real question. What does it mean to fail peeing?
If it was a fumble, she would have peed herself, but it's urgent. Like, you need to go now.
Can't I just go?
Yes, I'm taking her to unlock the water closet.
Yeah. You walk back outside. You know exactly where it is, Henry. You walk Rose over to the water closet, and you're just going to stand outside the door? Or?
Yeah, I'll just stand over there where Sam died.
Well, the water closet's around the building, so I think you'll be fine.
No, I'll go in the dark side of the building. That'll be good. Good.
So Rose, this is actually, it was worth the wait. This is a great water closet.
It's got a bidet.
Is this how I die?
Yep.
So while Rose is peeing, Henry, you're going to see someone running from the woods. Yeah, you see this stocky guy, like built like an ox, just running full steam out of the woods. You kind of see this like childlike fear in his face. He's screaming for help, just like, you got to help me. Help.
Is he wearing a Rutgers sweatshirt? Is this Edward?
It's Mike Golick Jr.
Oddly enough, it's a UCLA sweater.
Hey, buddy, you are way, way out of your area.
Yeah, and he's terrified, and he's like, something bad's coming, mister. We got to get out of here. And he's like kind of trying to pull you away from the water closet door.
No, you go wait in the diner with all the other crazy people. I'm waiting for my sister.
He looks at you, and then he runs into the diner. And Rose, you're welcome to finish up.
I hate y'all so much.
The fuck?
You don't finish peeing until Cup gives you permission.
You should know, if you don't wash your hands, we get the bad ending.
Yeah, so are Henry and Rose going back to the diner then?
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy that you saw run out of the woods, Henry, you're all going to see him burst through the diner door as Henry and Rose are kind of walking behind. And he's going to run up to Mary, the waitress, and say, Mary, we got to get the fuck out of here. The fucking light show. I don't know. We got to go. And he's like shaking Mary, trying to get her to leave the diner. Give me a luck roll for Edward.
Okay. Well, and it's a fail.
Yeah, it's tough.
Okay. So, I'll let you decide. Are your car keys on the table, or did you leave the car running?
They'd be on the table. I wouldn't have left it running.
You're going to see this guy he makes eye contact with you. Then he looks down at the keys and he's going to grab for him. So let's do a contested dex roll to see if he can get them. That's a regular success.
Yep.
I'm going to roll for him. How'd he do?
fucking terribly.
Yeah, he failed. So you're going to be able to catch it. You're an ex-boxer. You got quick hands.
Yep.
So he reaches for your car keys and you're able to keep him from doing that. Like, fuck.
I'm going to grab him by the shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to listen. You need to stop, calm down, and tell us what is going on. And if you grab for my keys one more time, that will be the last thing you do tonight.
I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry. I'm just panicked. The fucking thing came out of the woods and
what came out of the woods? Don't say the thing.
The lights are chasing me.
Lights?
Like the lightning. It's like down from the clouds.
Where did you come from? Where were you before? Why were you in the woods?
It's going to kill us.
Start from the beginning.
It's everything's gone wrong. No, it's.
I slap him. I want to slap him.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Give me a fighting brawl roll. See how hard you slap him here.
Smack the shit out of him.
I fail.
Yeah, so you slap him. It's just kind of like a warning slap. He doesn't seem too shaken by it. He can get away from you, release your grip. He's going to try to grab Mary and like drag her toward the door of the diner, but she doesn't go with him.
Okay.
He's going to bolt out the front door of the diner. He's kind of running past Henry and Rose.
I'm going to say, buddy, you're not going to get in there without these keys. And I'm going to keep walking in.
All right, great. As all of you kind of reconverge in the diner, you're going to notice that it's almost like when the power goes out in your house, it's just everything becomes silent. It's this stillness overtakes the diner. It's like shrouded in this perfect stillness. And you're going to see that kid, Edward, kind of trying to hotwire your car for just a moment. He can't do it, right? He gives it like a really quick try. He kind of checks for the keys in the ignition of the open cab truck. And then he runs back toward that big window at the front of the diner as everyone in here kind of looks disoriented as the diner's surrounded by this darkness. And then you all see a strange silver white light flickering. It's distant, but with each pulse, it draws nearer and nearer to the diner. He's kind of at the pane and he turns around and it's like he's frozen there. And then suddenly you see his body convulsing in pain, right? He's just standing there shaking in front of the diner window. And then he turns around to face you all inside and you'll see that his face is full of this white silver light. And it's like these tentacles of light flowing out of his eyes and his mouth. And then suddenly it's like, whoop, and he's just an empty husk. His insides have been removed from his body, and he just turns into this hollow shell and collapses to the snow as the light goes away.
Online education is convenient, but sometimes it can be lonely. Sometimes the extra help you need can only come from someone else. At American Public University, they make online education personalized, affordable, and memorable. With 24/7 mental health support available in multiple languages, access to career coaches who are industry professionals, and lifelong career services, you'll never feel alone on your path to success. APU, digital by nature, human by design. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Thank you for listening to Ain't Slayed Nobody. For ad-free episodes, lots of bonus content, and special programming, please join our wolf pack at patreon.com/ain'tslayed or subscribe to Ain't Slayed Nobody Plus at Apple Podcasts. Nothing helps the show more than becoming a subscriber. See our show notes for full credits and help us grow by posting friendly reviews and spreading the word to your friends and followers. Thank you, and good luck out there.